MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Cincinnati Reds and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball starts right now. Ryan Borucki starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Coming to the plate now, Barry Larkin. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Reds, the shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Change up, a little bit inside, 1-0. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. It's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery.
Nope, that's down.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Gotta love the battle we're seeing right out of the gates in this game. That's 7 pitches now, and if this is any indication, we're in for a good contest here.
And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
In now for the Reds, Ken Griffey. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch, runners on the move for second. A pitch out, the throw, and boy, even a pitch out can't slow him down. He's in there at second base. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
And there's one down now.
Batting third, the left fielder, George Foster.
Now at the plate, George Foster. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Larkin, the runner at second with 1 away. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Hernandez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
Ready now for Cincinnati. Tony Perez. 4 hits already in the series through 7 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
The set and the 2-1.
That's ball 3.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now in the box, Johnny Bench. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Bench is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Ready with the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now batting, Eric Davis. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. 3 left for Cincinnati. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Trevor Bauer will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, this guy pitched awfully well in his last one. A no decision, even though he pitched 8 complete innings. If the offense can score him some runs in this one, he has a pretty good chance to pick up the victory.
Digging in, Omar Vizquel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Jays, the shortstop.
Now the pitch.
Vizquel.
And that misses for ball 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
3-0 now. Roberto Alomar waits on deck. 3 balls and a strike to Vizquel. On the ground to the right side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, I would imagine guys like this frustrated the heck out of you.
Oh, they do. You know, you make quality pitches, they fight, they scratch, and then that one pitch that you leave up in the zone, they're able to take advantage of it and drive it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Roberto Alomar, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And there he goes towards second. In there. Now the throw is well behind the plate. That's an easy stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the plate first after the ball hit the dirt.
Next to bat for Toronto, Paul Molitor, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And it's a full count to the igniter. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Molitor. A bullet to first base. And the runner gets back. No double play.
Batting 4th, the left fielder, Joe Carter.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Joe Carter. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Bauer pauses. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nothing in the Toronto first. We'll go to the second from Rogers Center with no score. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the DH, Nicholas Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and chopped out to the shortstop. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 8th, the third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Stepping into the box, Eugenio Suarez. Here comes the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out. Ball 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Suarez, left field and carrying well. Left fielder looking up to the track, to the wall, into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to left, number 148 for his career. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
In now, Mike Moustakas. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. One out, nobody on. Now a swing and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Misses, ball 2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third and no swing. It's ball 3. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Back up the middle. Vizquel scoops it up. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Striding in once again, Barry Larkin. He drew a walk his first time up. And the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 0-2 to Larkin.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more.
Ball 1.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Scorched to third. Molitor brings it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Reds hit the scoreboard first on this solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Reds. Stepping in for the Jays, John Olerud. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6.
The first baseman, John Olerud.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Foster's got it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's the first pitch to him. In there at the letters 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
And there's ball one. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Hard hit ball to second. Moustakas has it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, Castellanos.
Stepping into the box, Teoscar Hernandez will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Two out, nobody on. Pops this one up. Perez over to his left, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They trail this one 1-0. Into the box now, Ken Griffey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Next to Cincinnati, the left fielder, George Foster.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Foster flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Alomar gloves it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Tony Perez, reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here it comes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Into the box now, Johnny Bench. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first two out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your two boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double, finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Eric Davis is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
2-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. From the stretch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Looking to minimize the damage here. Chopper to short. Barehanded on the hop. It's in time. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Reds lead it 2-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Rendell Gritcher.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and a strike to count. And he fouls this one off. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
To the plate now, Reese McGuire. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here it comes. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Omar Vizquel. Now the bunt attempt hits him here. but they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Bauer gets the sign, coming at him with the 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Perez has got it, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Eugenio Suarez, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bouncer up the middle. Alomar fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. Digging in to try it again, Mike Moustakas. Here's the first pitch to him. Squared that one up just a little late. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And it's 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Barry Larkin. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Larkin, an Ohio native. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
And that one got a piece of him.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
And that'll bring in Ken Griffey Sr. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Pitch inside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Outside, 3-0 now. George Foster would be next. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And with 2 away and an open base, he wasn't going to see anything there, as that's a 4-pitch walk.
Up next for Cincinnati, the left fielder, George.
Coming to the plate now, George Foster. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. Reds strand a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Striding in, Roberto Alomar.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Hit in the air out to left field. Here's Foster backing up on it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Paul Molitor.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the Hall of Famer Paul Molitor. Here comes the first pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. Stays alive, still 0-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Slow roller out to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Runner at first following the error. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Joe Carter. First offering on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Davis is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the first baseman, John Olerud.
Standing in, John Olerud. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 2 out with the man at first. This is line to left. Foster will put it away, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. They're still down. It's 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Tony Perez.
Tony Perez.
Here it comes. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. The windup and the 0-1. Slow little grounder left side. Molitor picks it up, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, the catcher, Johnny Bench.
Digging in and looking for more, Johnny Bench. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. A 1-2 count to Johnny Bench.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner, and it's gone.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Stepping in now, Eric Davis. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Reds have now taken a 4-0 lead. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Redlegs have added on. It's now a 5-0 game.
Yeah, we were just talking about the last home run possibly being a sign that he was running out of gas, and now he serves up another. I just don't think he's got the same sharpness or command on his pitches that he had earlier, and they're making him pay for it.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Sam Gaviglio will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 43, Sam Gaviglio.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. That evens it up 1-1. Now here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
3 runs already home here. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
So striding forward now, Mike Moustakas. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. Gaviglio, playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On a line, that's a base hit.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Into the box now, Barry Larkin, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. The 1-0 home, lined into left center. That gets down and the inning continues.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
At the plate now, Ken Griffey Sr. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 pitch. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. Two down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting at fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Back to him on the mound. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there and snares it for out number 3. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 5, the Jays nothing. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Leading off the inning, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, George Foster. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Tony Perez. As he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And gone up into the second deck. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. To the plate now, Johnny Bench. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Oh, look at that stop. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Number 44.
Ready for another shot now. Eric Davis, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
The 1-0. As a slider waved at and missed.
Ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. One more for the Reds, and it comes on this home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Reds 6, the Jays nothing. Standing in, Reese McGuire. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Omar Vizquel. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. And the pitch.
Ball. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Two-0 count. The pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the second baseman, Roberto.
Now at the plate, Roberto Alomar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Two out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. Thomas Pannone comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the veteran DH, Nicholas Castellanos. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for Cincinnati, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Digging in, Mike Moustakas. Last time through was a base hit. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Now the 2-0.
3-0 the count.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
Yeah.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Barry.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Barry Larkin. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went
A
out.
fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Ken Griffey. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Stepping up to the plate, Paul Molitor, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Heading out towards shallow right.
Waiting on it is Griffey.
And that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 29, Joe Carter.
So one away now in the Toronto 7th. And up next, former World Series hero Joe Carter. First pitch on its way. One out, nobody on. 1-1 the count to Joe Carter. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Throw into second.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
At the plate now, John Olerud, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Runner at second here with one man out. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Stepping up now, George Foster, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way.
Oh, wow, what a stop. To first, he is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
That was a great defensive play there. You know, he's not the guy you'd necessarily expect to make a play like that. He's not known for his glove skills.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tony Perez. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Johnny Bench.
Into the box now, Johnny Bench. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1.
Ball in.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right.
Now batting.
So problems out there in right field, as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Wilmer Font comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in now, Eric Davis. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He went deep back in the 5th. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two-0 count, the pitch in the dirt. It's 3-0 now. Nicholas Castellanos will be next. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Nick Castellanos now. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Two balls and no strikes to the Reds DH.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Too high, and it's 3-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Hey. 3-1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
The 3-1. Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Digging in, Eugenio Suarez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Font features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
The batter, number 9.
Stepping in, Mike Moustakas. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Ranging back is Hernandez. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 10-0 score.
When you mess with the bull, you expect to get the horns, right? Bases loaded, and they challenge him, which is obviously a huge mistake, and he nearly blasts a grand slam. Lucky for them, it's only a double, so 3 runs come across the score, and he stands at second, 3 RBIs richer.
To the plate now, Barry Larkin. He swings and grounds it to short. Vizquel brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 10, the Jays nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bungle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Sliced hard on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Takes this the other way to right. Griffey is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Into the box, Reese McGuire. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Row, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now. Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
In now, Omar Vizquel, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Bauer pauses. Here he comes 0-1.
Can't waste getting a leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Ready now, Ken Griffey. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fouled off. Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, George Foster, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
A.J. Cole comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 36, A.J. Cole.
At the plate now, Tony Perez, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. One out and a runner on second base. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1-1.
From the stretch. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And now, gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
The catcher, number 5, Johnny Bench.
Now at the plate, Johnny Bench. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Tread lightly in this situation. Got a great hitter at the plate. Runner in scoring position. Don't be afraid. You got the base open.
2 out here and a runner at second. The count now at 2-1. Popped up. Olderud is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for Cincinnati, but they're still in front 10-0. So striding in, Roberto Alomar. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Here's Foster backing up on it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Paul Molitor.
So coming to the plate, Paul Molitor. And his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out.
The left fielder, number 29, Joe Carter.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joe Carter. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Bauer into his motion. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Final strike for the Blue Jays. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it, and the Reds have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. Cincinnati blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. Trevor Bauer gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 10 runs, 15 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. For the Blue Jays, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.